We are big fans of clean drinking water in our house. We do not drink tap water at all. So I was pretty excited to be able to receive this reverse osmosis system so that we could create a demonstration video to help you make an informed purchase decision. So I'm going to show you how we set this up and how everything works so that you can decide if this is the right RO system for you or not. So to just go over the setup really quick, you have your wastewater, you have your outlet water, and you have your intake water. So think of it from your source water is going to come in. This is attached to your source water in your house. It comes in, goes through each of the filters, and then it comes out. Now the bad water that has the junk in it is going to go out through your waste. That goes into that drain pipe and out of the house. So then the water that is good is going to come out through the outlet one and right to your faucet, and that's going to be your drinking water. Overall, our setup process here shows you how it's going to work. If you're doing it remote, so like say these are in the basement and your faucet is upstairs, this will pump all the way upstairs. We're really impressed overall to set this up. It took us about an hour and 15, maybe an hour and a half. In terms of packaging, everything came just as it was supposed to. Everything was neat and orderly, so we had no issues with that. I'll quickly go over the parts. This is the feed water valve. These are fittings which you may or may not need. It goes from 3/8 to 1/2 inch, female and male. It also comes with some Teflon tape just in case you experience any leaks. And it also comes with these rubber rings for the faucet in case you need them. Also have a faucet adapter which you'll need. This is used under the sink to secure the faucet in place. And this is the saddle for the drain, which we will get into later. So definitely you're going to be needing this. This is actually where the hose is going to go into because we have to drill a hole into a pipe. But we'll explain all that in a bit. They provide you with the 3 different types of water hoses you need. First one is an inlet water hose, which is the white one. And I would keep the tags on here for future reference. Wastewater hose and an outlet water hose. And I'll explain how these are used. The manual is very instructive. It's very easy to understand, so that was very helpful. And of course it comes with the faucet, and you have the base of the faucet, which don't forget to use that. And then you have your 4 different filters that you're going to be needing, and they plug into, they join into the top part of the holding system, and then you have the pressure gauge. Also attached is a power supply. That's going to be what plugs into the wall. And then you have your pump, which is your motor. So each of them come shrink wrapped, and you're going to want to go ahead and take off the shrink wrap of each one and make sure that it lines up with the proper intake. Now we're going to go ahead and get ready to mount it. It does come with a guide for mounting them on the wall. Actually forgot to use this, but I did want to let you know that it has a sticker. It's like a sticker, so you can place it on the wall and then drill in the holes. We are doing this on a board. You can put that board on a wall when you're done, but this is to mimic what would be underneath your sink. It's nice to do it on a separate board because then you can, do it out from underneath the sink and then put the board up, but it's totally up to you. Once that is done, you can go ahead and latch line it up with the holes that are on the upper part of the RO system, the holder, and push that in and secure it so that it has a nice steady hold there. Now we're going to go ahead and attach the filters. So when you want to turn it to the right to close it and to the left to open it or to release it. So you just simply line it up, and the first thing you have to do is just push it forward, and then you're going to go ahead and lock it into place by closing it, and that will secure it and it'll be nice and tight. You want to do this for each of the different water filtration filters your T33, the RO, the CTO, and the PP. I found this very easy to do. I was able to do this myself. I did not need my husband to do that part at all. So this kit came with this black, kind of like an insulator thing. You just want to put it where you're going to drill on the drain pipe. This is where all the bad water is going to go that we don't want. Just simply go ahead and take off the middle part, and that kind of acts as a guide too for where you want to drill. You're going to need, we used I believe a 1/4 inch drill to drill into it. So once we drilled that hole, you put the saddle bracket here over it and line it up so that the hole is where that hose inlet, which is that part that points out right here in the middle, is going to go. And then you're going to want to go ahead and make sure that it is very nice and tight. So the first hose we set up was the wastewater, and each of the hoses come with a little black mark. You want to push it in so that black mark is inside there. That's how you know you have it in far enough, because you definitely don't want it to leak. And again, it explains it in the manual exactly what we're going to be doing. So we're dealing with the drain saddle right now. So you would normally have that underneath the sink. Okay, so you can see from that drain saddle, that plug, we're going to plug it now into the RO system, into the proper wastewater adapter. So now we're going to take our blue hose, which is the outlet water. So that's, again, it has a black line there. So we're going to go ahead and push that all the way in, locks into place. Now we're going to go ahead and put the faucet on. Remember, don't forget to do the base. And remember, in our demonstration here, that white is underneath the counter. The white holder there is underneath the counter. So make sure that that is really tight. So now we're going to take that faucet adapter, and underneath the sink, where that faucet comes down, we're going to go ahead and put the faucet adapter. It can go either way, and you want to push that all the way up, and it's going to lock into place. If you ever, and you can see it's really tight here, but if you ever need to remove it, all you have to do is get something sturdy or something and push down that top little ring, and then it slides down. So you can use like a scissors here and it'll just come right off. So it's not permanently attached. So okay, we have our blue hose we hooked up, and that is the outlet water. So that water goes over to the faucet and out. So let's talk about the white hose, the intake hose. So this is going to be attached to your regular water supply, which for us is this red one here. So that comes in from the house and goes over and into, you want to attach it into the intake valve, and then it goes through the filters and then goes out through the blue hose and out through the faucet. And you can see here that it did start to drip a little bit because we hadn't pushed it in all the way. Now, per the instructions for this reverse osmosis system, you want to let the water run for 20 minutes. This is going to flush a lot of like stuff that's just in there. You just need to like clean it out for 20 minutes. So, and once that's done, your water is ready to drink. So you might be wondering, what is the purpose of the wastewater? The wastewater, as the water comes in and gets cleaned, you're also left with water that has to push all those bad things and stuff that's just out. It pushes it out and goes through the water, and that's what's going down into that drain pipe. Now, again, we have this here for demonstration purposes. This would be actually under your sink, and then this would go out into the rest of the water that leaves your house. But we're really impressed with this. It was simple, and it really beats having a very complicated setup. This is good. The instructions were good, and we're really impressed with it. Totally recommend it. So I hope you found this video helpful.